What is going on today, guys? Gear Jammer here, and today we are in Forza 6. And we are doing a review and build of the SRT Hellcat 2015. Now, out the box, this is a great car. Out the factory, it's a great car. I'd recommend it to anybody that wants a factory drifter. Just get used to it. Now, I'll admit, I'm not used to the car. I crash it a lot. Like here, for instance. And like I said, it's a great car. 707 horsepower factory. In the build, which you will see, I did not mess with the power. My goal was to try and tame the power. Did I do that? Not so much. Am I worried about it? No. I can do lots of testing and tuning, get it right. Midway through the video, I'll switch to interior cam. I crash again. And somewhere in the video, I'm not going to say where, it's a surprise, there's I call it an epic let's fail of me trying to drift this car around the Nürburgring one lap. Again, it is an epic let's fail, as Nick, AR12 Nick, would put it. You know, this is just a fun, well, not little, I was about to say little, but it's a fun family car to blast around any track. It's a Hellcat. From the factory, it's supercharged. It's a fun car. Lots of body roll. If I'm honest, not really a fan of the body style, but hey, like I said, switch to interior cam. As I said, not really a fan of the body style. If I had a choice between this and a 69 that was rusted up, didn't run, didn't drive, needed complete restoration, and this was brand new, I'd take the 69 every time. Because not only do I love the 69 Charger, but I also love working on cars. It would give me something to play around with. Crashed again. I'll stop saying that because I crashed. Oh, again, I crashed a lot. Yes, this is a long video. It's also my first video, so forgive me for, any mishaps. I'm nervous. But as I was saying about the car, it's a great car. I'm a fan of Top Gear, so the flappy paddle or paddle shift or twin clutch gearbox, whatever you want to call it, great on tracks. Never driven one in town. I've actually never had a flappy paddle, so I couldn't tell you. According to Top Gear, flappy paddle sucks in town. Maybe I'll find out one day. Actually, I hope to, but that's down the road. So excuse me. Now I'm coming up towards the highest speed section of the track, which I take full advantage of. I want to see what the stock car can do. I do believe I wreck up here again. I've said I was saying that. I'm an idiot. But, oh, no. I made it through that corner okay. And here we are at the high-speed straight of Yas Marinas. And again, it's a great car. Factory. Yeah, here I am. I just reached 6th, and I've got to get on the brakes. I do a little bit of upgrading, mainly. The upgrading I did was, which you'll actually, I'm not even going to say what I did, you will see that shortly. I did 2 laps. At the end of lap 2, I go into the build. You see the build, you see what I did. I then stopped recording, did the tune, started recording again, showed you what I did. That way, if you want to copy it as a baseline and then you refine for yourself from there, great, go for it. It's a great car. I mean, the only downfall to me with this car is, quite frankly, the body style. If I could have this exact build and a 69 on the game, I would go for it. Actually, I probably could if I sit there and played with the 69 long enough to get the build right. Here we're coming up on the last two corners, and like I said, we go into the build process, which I leave up. If you don't want to see the build, you just want to see, the stock compared to the modified, leave it in the comment section. I will try to make sure I was being an idiot. But like I said, if you don't want to see the build and the tune, I'll leave it out. That's not a problem. Just let me know in the comment section down below. Now again, here we go back to the menu, which there's a lot of menu lag. Anybody that plays Forza 6 knows it's got a lot of it. Well, any Forza has a lot of menu lag, to be honest. Here we go over to the upgrade shop. I go straight to the conversions. The only conversion you can do is all-wheel drive. I left it rear wheel. I put in the aero, I just put on the splitter and the canners. Did not like the wings, but it doesn't look right without the wing. Tires, race tires, obviously. I actually managed to find a set of rims that I liked on the car. They're not in this section. They're 5 Ziggins. I believe that's how it's pronounced. If it's not, please don't be a grammar Nazi. But I found a set in the sports style that I really liked. As you can tell, I saw it, went right back to it. Then I upgraded maxed out the fronts, and then I went to the third size of rim, which is the 335. Put it on 21s, which actually looked good on a car. I usually don't go above 17, 18s, but like I said, they look good on this, so I went with it. Fully upgraded the transmission, obviously. And then I did the platform and handling. In the platform and handling, I maxed everything except for the chassis reinforcement. I did not put a roll cage or any bars on it. They lowered the PI. If it was career mode, I would put it in just to lower the PI so I could add more performance parts. This is not a car that I intend on using in career mode. It may end up getting used in career mode, so I may throw that in just to add some performance parts to her. But it's a great car. And like I said, it's a good out of the gate, well, not out of the gate, out of the showroom drifter. Like I said, I looked at it, lowered the PI, I left it alone. Obviously, weight reduce it all the way. It's a sedan. You want to lose as much weight as possible. And then, like I said, I didn't actually show me tuning the car. It takes forever. But I go through, I give time for you to pause on each menu if you want to and, look at my tunes. And then now it's back to Yas Marina, because I will not do a test on one track and then build it and test on another. That makes no sense to me. if you're going to test on one track and then build, you need to test on the track you just tested on. So I go right back to Yas Marina, full circuit, and bomb it around for 2 more laps. And going into this, I had hoped that the handling upgrades gave me a handle on what the car did. In a way it did, but I'm not the greatest driver, I will admit that. So, I still crash it. And paying it off the rev limiter a few times. Forget to clutch a few times because I run manual with a clutch. Just because of the added challenge. And if I didn't drive like Jeremy Clarkson and think that speed and power solves everything, I probably wouldn't crash constantly. But at the same time, speed and power does solve everything. Because it is fun. Now, again, we're in the high-speed section, and I'm already in 7th gear. If I remember correctly, it's an 8-speed gearbox. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me. I will figure that out later. Actually, I think I did find out on the second lap, but I'm not 100% sure. Because this is a post-commentary. Now, in the future, car reviews will have a face cam. Multiplayer will not because of the fact that I'm not fully set up for everything yet. And I'm not set up. I do have multiplayer stuff coming in soon. It does not have audio because, again, I'm not fully set up. But now we are going through the slow speed section of the track. I'm not going to yammer on about the channel. You know, that'll all come down the line. I missed the clutch again. Which, you know, like I said, it's a great car, and that gearbox grinding pains me. Eek. There we go. E. Rev limiter pains me too. And like I said, you know, it's a great car. You know, here we come up on the, you know, post-build lap 1. Or as you could, I guess you could say, warm-up lap. I still screw up because I come in too hot. It took me a second there to figure out, you know, where I wanted to be, get going again. Now we're coming through, I'm still coming in too hot as always. I start to let the car actually tell me what it needs. I cut corners. Definitely in my tune, it needs a refinement because the front suspension is way too soft. For it to slam off the ground like that when I hit the brakes at a high speed, it's too soft. Now here we go, 5th, 6th. And like I said, I do believe it is an 8 speed. Oh, nope, I didn't shift up in this lap. Or at least I didn't try to. If I did, I don't remember. But, you know, again, back to the car. Sorry, I'm yammering on again. You know, it's a great car. I recommend it. I highly recommend it. Especially for more skilled... Bleh, I can't talk tonight. Or today. Skilled drivers. You know, that, you know, they're used to the high power, high speed heavy cars. Would I put this in the class of things like the Veyron or the P1 or the Huracan? No. At least not on stock power. But again, it is still a great car. And actually, coming up after the finish of this lap will be the epic Let's Fail. Which, like I said, I tried to drift the car around the Nürburgring, which was actually pre-anything. I just thought I'd throw that in there as a little bonus because of the fact of, why not? I've noticed because I watch YouTube myself, people like the Let's Fail videos. So you throw a Let's Fail in, they like it, it grabs the attention because they can compare their driving to the other driving. And here we are in the epic Let's Fail. And already I am failing because I'm forgetting how to make it to a burnout. And here we go, I get it to burn out. Which, again, this is completely stock. It's got enough power to do a standing burnout factory. And that drift, it wasn't horrid, but I could do better. And if you want to see, drift builds done, tell me in the comments section. In the description box down below, there'll be my Instagram. You can add me on Xbox if you want to. And you can message me suggestions over that. Or if you want on Xbox Live, add me as a friend. And I try changing the assists. It doesn't help me any. As you can see, I'm still failing miserably. But if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that like button.